didn't do his job as well.
And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to...
Pass to Stevens. Rebounded by Flash.
Terrific jump to the bucket like that. Good job. You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And so here is Houston. The Thunder making the shot. Good on the shot.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
There's a minute 34 left in the first. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact a game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Flash. 19 points in the game.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost... Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
And the Thunder with the possession here. A 12-point game. Shoots. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Rockets shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Houston moving the ball around. Here's the screen. Puts up a three. Thunder with the rebound. Flash has got his third rebound on the night. Over to the wing. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter.
And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow.
I think it's another level I can go to.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Bradley, and it's Capella into Stevens. Rejected by Washington. Kicks it to Quinn. Pass to Flash. And that one's good. Flash has got 23.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Outside Bradley. Knocked away. And here comes the break. Here's Washington. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 25 points in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Takes a three. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Durant. Great showing for him last season. Last season, 27 points per, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Here's Bradley. To the inside. Paul with the steal. Here's Quinn. The pass to Washington. To the wing on the left. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
And how good has he been at the line?
He sure has been. I mean, you could tell that he had that nice rhythm right from the start. Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Paul. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Here's Flash, guarded by Bradley. Here's Washington. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Flash has got 30.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Outside Bradley. They set the pick. The offensive rebound.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Here's Washington, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
And a lot of teams shy away from that mid-range, but if you can get them off of rhythm, then you can have success. Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height distance on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be.
Bella. Back to Bradley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bradley's
the screen and then gets the basket.
Flash misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Passes to Vaughn. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Washington passes to Graham. Good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And stolen by Graham. Here's Quinn, and he gets it to go. Quinn's got 10 points in the game.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Vaughn, the pass to Wang. He dishes it to Bradley. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Washington. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. The Rockets shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. Here's Bradley. Another miss by Houston. Oklahoma City's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. 1:56 left in the first half. Washington misses the 3.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Here's Bradley. Buries the long-range jumper. Bradley's got 9.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
The feed now to Quinn. Screened by Valanciunas. The tray. That's tipped. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Here's Wang. Here's Capella. Rejected by Washington. They get it back. Pass to Graves. Here's Vaughn. Doubled by Washington. Out to the wing. Here's Wang. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Out to the right wing. Wide open look. And Houston again with the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Flash. He's got 32. Stolen away. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he slams it one-handed. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
"17 seconds left to play in the first half. Inside, here's Valanciunas, and he makes good on the layup.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Oklahoma City out in front, just dominating this one. We'll get...
Guys, that was the
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Washington, he's in at point guard, and it's Durant in at the 3. The Thunder leading by 22. Washington passes to Durant. Here's Flash, covered by Humphries. Outside Bradley. The pass to Graves. Lets it go from deep. Count the bucket. 10 points for him.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Rockets trail by 19. And here we go. Rockets running again. The finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Here's Washington. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Flash has got 34.
Nice work. On the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's De La Rosa. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
All right, now,
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Rockets trail by 20. Humphries dishes to Bradley. Picked by Humphries. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
That's a walk.
No good.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
From about 16, offensive rebound, Poole, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Humphries. Bradley's got 11.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
The Rockets making a switch here. Here's Flash. He's got 34. Durant in the corner. Pass to Flash from past the arc, and that one's good. Flash has got 5 points now in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And here's Humphries. He has 6. Passes it to Graves. The shot will not go. Durant with some nice D. Oklahoma City leading by 23. Here's Washington again.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the Timberwolves, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. So last year we saw Jimmy Butler take a giant leap forward with the Bulls while Derrick Rose was out. So Kenny, who's the number one guy on that team right now?
Oof, number one option, that's tough because Rose was injured before he was the MVP. So, obviously he put the team on his shoulders. So you would think if he can get close to that form, Derrick Rose is the number one option.
Butler was a second best player last year. Starting its field. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Chicago Bulls here to defend the home court by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, youngsters Anthony Towns and Zhang are in the post. Rubio and Levine
Can at least get a little bit of a breather when they go against the Eastern teams. The Wolves didn't have that last year. They got pummeled by the entire conference.
Now Rubio following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Pass to Dang, just 5 to shoot. Here's Wiggins. Towns wide open. Rebound by Butler. And here are the Bulls now. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Levine. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Greg, as you said, with the Wolves, they had as hard a time with the East as anyone. Only managed a 9-21 record, Clark, out of conference.
And those 9 wins were the fewest against the East for any team in the NBA. Not a surprise given how badly the Wolves struggled in general.
Again, Wiggins missing. Well, Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Gibson. And again, no good by Chicago.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Wiggins, that's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 6 points for Andrew Wiggins. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Rose, that's good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Now, here's Rubio. He feeds it to Towns, kicks it out to Wiggins. Offensive rebound. Here's Dang. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And for Gorgie Zhang, an intelligent guy with strong physical attributes, gigantic arm span, but extremely raw skill-wise.
Yeah, his game still needs plenty of polish on both ends of the floor, but I really felt like he took a huge leap last season, and he has the intensity along with that work ethic to continue to grow.
And here's Rubio. Following the three-pointer by Derrick Rose. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
You know, on the topic of Zhang, he did improve in practically every category in year 2. Offensively, though, he still looked a bit mechanical. And on defense, he still went for too many head fakes, but you've got to like his upside.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. And a wide-open look here for Wiggins. Hits it from three-point range. Wiggins has got 9.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game. And talking about Gorgui Dieng, he recorded 22 points and 21 rebounds in the game his rookie season. Amazingly, it was the first ever 2020 game by a Timberwolves rookie. The Wolves, of course, once home to Kevin Garnett and Kevin Love, so that's pretty good company.
Now here's Rose. He's got 6.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Here's Towns. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
They get it back. Timberwolves passing it around. Dieng against Gibson. That's tipped. Here's Levine. Clock at 6. A three-pointer. Wiggins. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound.
You can't get in a much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
And the basket by Rose.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Rubio following the score by Derrick Rose. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. Rubio's got his first basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
To the left wing. Rose with the double team. Dieng with the ball. Gasol covering. Here's Wiggins. Plenty of space. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. The quick look, no good that time.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People